Hey, it's AP Experiment, and welcome back to some Rainbow Six Siege. Now, I want to know if, oh no, not I want to know. I know this has happened to someone else before. You decide to, go and play a more support role character, and you have a decent strategy based on your map knowledge. You have a decent idea of what the counter strategy to the area is where your team is playing, and your team completely ignores everything you did to set them up properly. Now, what you're gonna see in this gameplay is literally me absolutely getting shredded, which should be normal if you've ever seen this channel. And my team absolutely ignoring the easy help I've set up for them even after I get torched. Now, I believe this was a standard tactical game where I was basically just testing out a few different strategies. My friends have been trying to convince me to play a lot more Rainbow Six Siege, so I decided that I would tinker with the different new strategies, a different type of playstyle. Normally I sit inside of sight and try to find corners, find angles, this, that, and the third. But I decided that since I'm going to be learning Thunderbird, or since I love Thunderbird and Thunderbird is one of my favorites, I would start trying to play a lot more off-site, since with her abilities it doesn't matter if I'm dead, it doesn't matter if I'm off-site, I can still be a very big help to the team. I really like support role characters, I really like quote-unquote healers, so I thought this was a genius plan, just to kind of tinker around with different and new ways to help the team while not actually kind of being around. But I've noticed while playing Thunderbird, a lot of people either don't pay attention to where my Kona stations are, don't go to them when they are hurt, even though they give you health, or they literally can refill your entire health, or they just absolutely I don't know. I feel like people just like to get torched because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Like, it's just, I will place a Kona station maybe a couple steps away from someone ends up dying, and it's like you don't back up. Like, that guy right there was down. If he would have just backed up a little bit, as long as the person outside doesn't shoot him, he can actually self-revive. And most people don't realize that. Like, I have the self-revive right next to you. Just back up a little bit. Now, yes, I understand under most circumstances, someone's going to shoot you and finish you off. As you can see right there, I was looking out the window that he had broken, killed the other guy from. He went around and torched me. As I said, if you've seen this channel, if you've watched this channel for a good minute, this kind of happens to me in almost every game mode, or in every game, and so stuff like that happens. I zero in on something and kind of get torched. It's kind of just how it works. Luckily, my teammate clutched up. Thankful for him, most definitely. But like, I really do wonder, is it lack of map knowledge? Is it lack of ability knowledge? Is it lack of knowledge of the game? Is it like controller fear? Is it like people are too angry after they get down? What exactly makes my teammates or people in general just ignore support roles doing their job? Actually, funny story, I actually had one game where I was playing Finka, and as a person who normally solo queues and doesn't exactly play with friends of mine, I had made the decision, you know what, I'm gonna play Finka and I'm gonna help in like a ranked game. So my strategy was, every time it looks like someone's breaching into a room, into the into the point of attack, I'm gonna just hit my ability. I have 3 times to hit it. I'll be a help to the team, even without communication, even without knowing, you know, what their intention is. And I legitimately had a team that was roasting me for having this idea, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna argue back, I'm not gonna laugh about it. So every time they died and I'm the last one alive, I literally was just like, I'm gonna do the dumbest thing possible, because I don't care at this point. I've tried to help y'all, I've tried to be a sensible person. You're torching me, you're literally roasting me and thinking it's funny that I'm trying to be helpful to the team. So I'm trying to understand, is it that support roles are underappreciated? Is it that people don't like support roles? Like, what is it about someone playing support that people just don't like really resonate with? I'm not gonna lie, the way I low-key was like handling this is so funny, because that first guy, I kind of caught him without really thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if someone's over there. I checked the corner, hit him. The other guy basically just walked into my line of fire. Like, he was just, that Ash was getting torched. Look at this. Aim's atrocious, by the way. So I know definitely if any of my friends who play Rainbow watch this back or watch this video, they're gonna torture me, because that was terrible aim. Like, horrible aim. It just happened to work out for me. Also, I do not see a lot of people actually play this basement point anymore. Is it out? So I'm actually wondering if this is strategy. Is it people that don't like it? Is it that there are too many counters to it? Is it the fact that, you know, over the 9 years of Rainbow Six Siege, there have been a lot of different strats and videos about strats about this specific location? Because I actually do not see a lot of people do this specific location when on this map. A lot of people do upper floor. Not a lot of people actually do bar either. I haven't seen bar picked in forever. So I don't know if this is too many counter strats, if the game's been out too long, you know, Fangs kind of grew too long. So it's like all the strats are basically out everywhere. Which makes me think to myself, it's actually kind of funny whenever I'm playing ranked. All the newer maps are actually the maps that normally get banned over the maps that have been there forever. So I'm wondering, is it that people are comfortable with certain maps, or is it that people just don't like the design of new maps? I'm really trying to figure that out as well. Trust me, if you can answer any of these questions in the comments, I would love the banter, I would love the back and forth, I would love to hear the opinions of everybody, because I am normally bewildered by these things. Like, in a game like Rainbow Six Siege, where you would think, you know, innovation and new stuff would be highly loved, in the game that's basically served, you know, almost been around for a decade, it's actually surprising that more people want to play maps that they've been playing over the last 9 years over maps that were just brought in, or maps that were redesigned. They're like, I've seen Canal get banned, I've seen Theme Park get banned, which makes perfect sense because bruh, but it's very rare that you see like Oregon get banned or Bank get banned, or even like Cafe. I'm not even gonna try to say it, I'm not gonna lie, I believe it's a Russian name, but Cafe, the big snowy cafe map, like those are maps that almost never get literally get picked to be banned and ranked. So I'm wondering, is it the comfortability of the actual players in the community, like they're comfortable on those maps and they like those maps, or is it that the newer maps are just designed in a way that we don't like them? I'm very actually curious on that. I actually realized during this round that one of my teammates was named Kung Fu Kenny. And I was just laughing because I'm somewhat of a Kendrick fan. I live on the West Coast, California specifically. As you can see there, I threw a grenade like an idiot trying to remember how to do my own death mark. Funny, because that just shows how zeroed in and focused I was. But I was literally like messing around, trying to use the death mark. I'm still somewhat learning Deimos. I don't exactly know the best way to use them. But again, this is one of my tinkering sessions. Luckily, my team basically cleaned up for me. But it's been AP Experiment. Trust me, if you have any answers to any of the questions, if you have an opinion you'd love to share, I'd love to see that down in the comment section. As you can see here, Mr. Krabs basically won, and I had a guy named Kung Kenny on my team. Pretty fun group. As you can see, I was definitely carried. But it's been AP Experiment. Catch you in the next one.